Well, you're going to be disappointed because this video isn't about GameStop. Well, not really, though you could make it about it if you wanted to. What I am going to talk about is an actual business that's growing profits and revenue and is flying under most people's radars. Plus, I'm going to share one of my favorite indicators to identify undervalued opportunities. Hi, I'm Matthew Carr, Chief Trend Strategist for the Oxford Club. Thank you for watching this episode of Market Trends. So Wall Street got flipped on its ear recently, but this happens from time to time. Regardless, successful investing always comes back down to two most basic but essential elements: companies that are effectively and profitably growing their businesses, and at the same time, their shares are trading at a value or discount to future growth. Those are the two main things that I target when I'm looking for companies that I want to invest in and I want to recommend. So let's talk about those with today's spotlight. Cohu is the global leader in back-end semiconductor equipment and services. The company's business is receiving a tremendous boost as demand for 5G, Wi-Fi 6, and ultra-wideband devices increases. Those are the real headline grabbers. But Cohu is also involved in the automotive sector, the Internet of Things or IoT, data centers, cloud computing, and a whole host of consumer products from fitness wearables to digital TV and virtual and augmented reality to gaming chips. This company is far from a household name, but it's involved in all the exciting tech innovations and sectors I love to target. At the moment, the company's mobility segment, which includes areas such as 5G and near-field communications, represents most of its recent orders. But we're seeing business beginning to shift gears, and this means skyrocketing sales. In the third quarter, revenue grew 4.95% to $150.6 million, and Cohu's non-GAAP EPS came in at 27 cents, up 125% from a year ago. Now, that sales increase isn't like anything to write home about, but what's really exciting is the growth on the horizon for the company. For the fourth quarter, Cohu forecast revenue between $195 million and $200 million. Using the midpoint of $197.5 million, that represents a 31% increase from a year ago. Even better, the company expects this strong momentum to carry through 2021. And Cohu has already announced its first quarter 2021 revenue is expected to be 5% higher than its fourth quarter revenue. That means we're talking about $207.5 million approximately. That's a massive uptick, the likes we haven't seen in some time from Cohu. And the strength is coming from its automotive segment. So from a business perspective, things look strong, exceptionally strong. Now, let's look at shares from a technical perspective by using one of my favorite indicators, which a lot of investors don't know about, but I think is widely underutilized, and that's the Shande Momentum Oscillator. This was invented in 1994 by Tushar Shande in his book, The New Technical Trader. What it does is it calculates the difference between the sum in recent gains and the sum of recent losses and divides the result by the sum of all price movements during a specified period of time, any sort of period that you want. And the result is a reading between negative 100 and positive 100, and essentially tells you if shares are overbought or oversold. You can use this in a variety of different ways, also in conjunction with a moving average or whatever you want. But when we apply the Shande Momentum Oscillator to Cohu shares, we get a very positive reading. Now, shares have recently pulled back right around 10%, but the Shande Momentum Oscillator indicates these are now in oversold territory. Anytime the reading falls below negative 50, that's a bullish indicator. And anytime it reads above a positive 50, that's a short-term bearish signal. Now, let's say there was a company making headlines and you're sitting there wondering, well, is now the time to buy? Is this a top? Is this a bottom? Well, anytime we get into those situations, I always check its Shande Momentum Oscillator score as a quick guide. Doing this, you might be surprised at how effective it can be to show you these short-term moves. So for me, this recent pullback in Cohu shares represents a positive because it allows for new positions to be opened. And the Shande Momentum Oscillator agrees. That's why I think we have a fantastic opportunity to snag shares of this stellar performer for 2021 at a nice little discount right now. Well, I'm Matthew Carr, Chief Trend Strategist for the Oxford Club. Thank you for watching this episode of Market Trends. For more information like this, be sure to go down to the description and sign up for my free e-letter. Until next time, here's to high returns.